Does the game look so very bleh. Does the game look so blurry in VR too? It's a slight blur. It's what's generally kind of referred to as the screen door effect, where it looks like the higher detail the world is around you, the more it looks like you're looking through a screen door because of the pixels. It's not too bad. You honestly get kind of used to it. I know the method I'm using to capturing it is kind of blowing up the screen a bit, so it's probably looking a bit probably not super good, but it was that or have a tiny screen. Man, this guy drank a lot of booze. You have to take that for clues. Take that as well. Paladin. Nothing. Oop. Anything under his bed? Alright, I overlooked something. Cigar box. Oh, here we go. Surgery receipt. What'd that say? It's not in here. Where'd it go? Oh well. There was a surgery receipt, so let's go check it out. Don't mean the motion blur, but the overall sharpness of the picture. This might be the way it's captured. Like I say, it's a little bit of both. Waiting for Moon to buy you the new Pro. Yeah, it costs more than the whole setup of the standard together.
You're getting pretty chummy with that reporter, huh? Be careful then. The mayor's got it in for her.
Your nose is sticking out of your helmet. Yeah, I mean, there is a bit of blur, but it's not bad. It used to be worse back in the day. In fact, how does it look on the screen? Back in the day, when this first came out, it was incredibly blurry. They fixed it up a lot. So, yeah, it is. I am.
Hairstyles from across the Commonwealth.
No funny.
There was another one? Like how nobody else picked up their gun.
Good work. Don't leave anything behind.
No information on that dude?
Park the car in the yard? How about I hammer you in the heart with a haymaker?
No, hang on. No. Paladin, get out of the way. What'd you say? No, that's a no. No. Huh? No. No, come here. What's up? What's up with what you just said? Paladin, get out of the way. Alright.
Hey, Doc.
Radiation poisoning is a common ailment, but we can cure just about anything.
Where is Doc Crocker?
Last time I saw him, he had to get something out of the surgery cellar. Probably just had to wash some needles or move some storage around. Now, I must insist we talk about your medical needs.
What's wrong with my medical needs? Yeah, exactly. The, well, I think it's called like the Fallout 4 quest area or something like that, but yeah. You're waiting for the Vive too. The Pro seems to be an in-between product.
Are you hard of hearing? We can take a look at that.
Unfortunately, you can't see me flipping you off. Pro seems to be an in-between product. A better one, but still a wait. I already have a Vive too, and it was awesome. And Elite Dangerous? Yeah. Elite Dangerous, I've only played Elite Dangerous in the Vive. In fact, that's kind of what got me to buy Elite Dangerous.
If you're having trouble understanding, I suppose I can use smaller words.
But yeah, the Vive Pro is way too expensive, and yeah, it's like, what did they say? 30% increase in, like, what was it? Like 30% increase in resolution and like 13% increase in pixels or something like that. And just for the
Are you hard of hearing? We can take a look at that.
just for the headset alone costing like 800 and some bucks. That's crazy, considering you can buy the whole standard Vive for that price, really. And I think they've brought the price down now, haven't they?
I need to get into the cellar, Doctor.
What does this look like? A public outhouse? You know what? Don't answer. Why on earth would I let you down there?
I'm investigating a missing person, Doctor. And I think the trail leads to your basement.
A missing person? You can't honestly think... You know what? Fine. If it'll put the matter to rest. Here, go see for yourself. But if I find one instrument out of place, you'll be getting the bill.
No, no problem. Don't worry about it. Make sure I'm facing forward here. Right. Turn around. Of course you dislike that. Well, you're just gonna have to dislike it. He's gonna send me the bill anyway, right? Here, have a girlfriend. Alright, what am I missing? There's blood on the chair, but that's not unexpected. Wait, it's... what? Investigate the surgery cellar. That's what I'm doing, isn't it? Is this not where it pointed me? It's pointing me back outside. Playing Elite Dangerous with the Vive, you have a nice benefit over non-VR users. Advantage.
Read that interview you gave. The thing you said at the end? Getting revenge? Right on.
Thank you. Yeah, we have Dark Omen ease. Because I think he uses speech to text, so sometimes it's oh, around the corner. Oh, okay. Yeah, Elite Dangerous in VR is great. I love it. I haven't played it in a little while because I've been getting caught up in some other games, but... oh, it is around... oh, I see. It is down here. Wait, how does this work? No, 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 no. No, no, no. How does this physically work? This door has stairs that go down here. How does this work?
Oh, Earl. You've really been a handful, you know. But I think we're just about done. Our little mistake is finally going to be corrected. Oh, naughty, naughty. You're not supposed to be down here, but that's okay. I can fix that. I can fix anything.
What did you do to Earl Sterling, Doctor?
What did I do? I didn't do anything. It was Earl. It was Earl who didn't want to be happy. Good patients get a nice, new face. Bad patients bleed all over the floor because they want to screw up their surgeon's life!
So you were performing surgery and Earl didn't make it. Is that it?
I, might have had just a bit of jet before operating. So I nipped a few arteries I shouldn't have. Who hasn't? But I'm a problem solver, you see. I knew if Earl disappeared, everyone would just think the Institute took him.
Why would people think that the Institute took Earl Sterling?
That's what they do. That's what they've always done. As long as there's no body, everyone just assumes. And that's why Earl's body needs to go away.
So that's what you were doing? Cutting Earl's body up?
You can't just get rid of 200 pounds of cadaver without attracting attention.
Good point.
Fortunately, the butcher shop is close by. If their trash pile just happens to have an extra box of rotten meat every week, who would think to look too closely?
You really think you can get away
We're
with
going
this?
down the rabbit
Get
hole
away
here.
with this. Don't you know who I am? I'm Doc Crocker. Doc Crocker never does anything wrong. And once this is all over, no one will have any reason to question that.
Oh, screw this. Say hi to Earl for me.
Kill them all! Threat neutralized. Can fix anything.
What's going on here? Is that Dr. Crocker?
Yeah. He pulled the gun.
I think you owe me an explanation. What happened here?
Take a look around for yourself. You'll figure it out.
That's Earl Sterling's body, isn't it? Somewhere in the back of my mind, I knew he had gone through with the surgery. So, Earl didn't just vanish. The procedure went badly, and Dr. Crocker was just trying to cover it up.
What are you gonna do now, Doctor?
Now, I have a report to file, a mess to clean up, and a lot of explanations to give to our patients. You should get going. A medical professional should be the one to handle all this contamination.
Yeah, sure. Just let me,
You never know what you'll find.
Yep.
Looks like it'll be a closed casket funeral.
I was saving that one up, man. Let me tell you. I can't pick this up because you're here. Go away.
Crocker won't be preying on the innocent any longer. Justice has been done.
Shut up, Dance. You're only with me because I want your companion quest. That's all I want you for. Nothing else. Hey, Rick. Let's see. Pony that's trying to threaten us, not working for unknown reason. So you've watched me play this for so long that when you went to play Fallout, the faces were all boring. I mean, admittedly, that's the thing. Bethesda's faces in games are very much mud faces. Everyone's a mud face in Bethesda games.
So,
Well, at least
you find
Fallout
out where
and
Earl
Skyrim.
Sterling ran off to?
Why was I looking for Earl Sterling again?
Oh.
Well, to help the folks down at the dugout inn get some closure about their friend, for one. That, plus a pile of caps when it's all said and done.
Earl's not doing a lot of running anymore. Being chopped to bits by Doc Crocker will do that.
Crocker killed Earl? Gone as long as he was, I figured maybe Raiders or the Institute, but Crocker? Where's the doc now? Rotting in a cell, I hope.
Well, he's rotting somewhere.
Somewhere? What do you... Oh my god. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Here, take this. Sounds like you earned it. I'll send word along. Let everyone down at the dugout inn know what happened. Shame it couldn't be better news. Thanks again for closing this one out.
Nice. Good job, everyone. We closed that case. Open and shut. Alright. Heal the grasshopper. It's because everything's better with ponies. It's objective fact. Yeah. I don't know. I think it does make them look, because
Don't walk outside the wall undefended.
I thought about, because I installed it at the start as kind of just a humorous thing, but I ended up kind of deciding to keep it because when I started looking, the only real interesting character that didn't look more interesting with this mod was Dima from Far Harbor. So that was kind of the only downside, but like all the other characters are just...
So it's true then? You're leading the Minutemen? Good for you. Great cause.
They're all just so samey and there's nothing special about it, so I thought I would keep it, you know. Why not? Plus, you know, inject a little pony into everything. Right, where do we need to go next? I know some people are like, oh god, you put ponies into a game, oh that's so gross, you know, and then I'm like, well, you know, on the flip side, I'm shooting them too, so, you know, it's not entirely, it's not like people aren't getting, you know, if you hate ponies, I'm shooting ponies, if you like ponies, I'm befriending them, so you get a little bit of everything. Where is this place at? Have we been here? Guess we have, yeah. There's still a mod that I've installed that we haven't encountered yet, and I don't really want to say what it is until we get there, but I installed it quite some time ago. And you'll know it when you see it, but we just haven't really gone into that area, because I think I know where I've got to activate it. There's a chance you would see it at Red Rockets, the first one you encounter, but we didn't install that mod until later. Ugh, it's a bit frame rate. Wait, hey. Oh shit. Oh, my...
What's that?
Sound, what is it?
Shit, they're back. The tap house isn't far from here, is it? In fact, I think it's really close. We can go pick up that blackjack plushie again.
You humans! So stupid! So... Hey!
That hurt.
You disappear!
That cut me
You
deep.
Fair!
That really cut me deep, asshole.
Rock, you can't kill us all!
Oh, shit.
This is the part of the job that I love.
This is a problem. Hang on, where's the... How did that miss? Where's the boomer? It's very laggy out here. He's down there. down below. Unless he comes up, we should be okay.
Good work. Don't leave anything behind.
Oh, was that the limit? Oh, that was the limit.
Hey,
What do you...
Yep, carrying just a little bit too much. Alright, you gotta carry some shit, buddy. Here you go. There we are. Oh, it's like Thomas the Tank Dragon. Yeah, I remember that mod. I watched a YouTuber now does streaming a lot, but back a couple years ago he played a lot of Skyrim, and by the end of his playthrough, he did some mods, and one of them was the Thomas the Tank engine with the dragons. Frame rate? What frame rate? Next slide, please. Exactly.
You want?
My computer, for anyone that doesn't know, my computer is a bit below spec for this game. So it does get a bit... It does, in some areas, catch a lot of frame rate issues. My reprojection is very high on this game. We were here a long time ago, but we didn't have a quest here before. Hang on, there's a monkey over there. Paladin?
What? Who's there?
What? What the absolute shit? Did that thing actually follow me inside? Oh, this is bad, because now we're gonna be, like, stuck. Shit. He actually followed me inside. You found him? I can hear him. We were here a long time ago.
What? Who's there?
Shit. Hang on, we got a critical.
I hear something.
That was close. Can't believe he followed me inside. Wonder if dynamic performance tutor and load accelerator works in the VR version, and if someone posted the addresses for it. Speeds up non-VR version quite a lot in Boston. Interesting. There is a mod that's going around where they're actually trying to improve the performance of this in general. I think by like cutting the textures in half, and I think actually like combining a lot of the meshes together. It was the same, that particular mod was also partnering with the mod that's made the patch to make the DLC work for VR. Because the DLC in Far Harbor and Nuka World don't work properly because you have missing ground textures, but a mod fixed that. So I haven't looked at the mod in a while because it wasn't done yet, but I could probably benefit from actually installing it now. Plus, there are a lot of non-VR mods. I mean, obviously, the pony mod here is non-VR, and it just works. The only part of the mod that doesn't work is that makes my character a pony. Apparently, it messes up the hands, so my gun ends up like floating out in space. But doesn't matter because I never see my character anyway, so actually you do see your character once, and that when you do the flashback in the cryopods with Kellogg, my character and my husband aren't a pony, and so it's like so weird because everyone else in the cryopods is, and I'm not. And it's like kind of weird, but it was hilarious. Let's see, combining meshes is part of the base game optimization system called Precom. Most mods that edit world spaces break it, leading to additional bad performance. So if you use mods to edit the world, you need to let CK recalculate previz in Precom for the whole game world. It only takes a few days. Yeah, I've seen something like that. I don't know. I mean, the thing of it is, most of the time my performance isn't, 90 FPS or whatever, but it's usually good enough. There's only a couple places in the game my FPS just drops dramatically, but it's not so bad that it like breaks the game for me. Wait, what triggers that?
I hear something! Nothing.
Oh yeah, we came here for— I was trying to remember what I came here for. It was the Gilded Grasshopper, right? Man, I love this gun. Packs a wallop. Wait, it wants me to go back outside? Paladin, get him away. Find a Gilded Grasshopper. It's the only quest I have installed. I thought it wanted me to go inside. Oh well. Let's see, the performance in boss is mostly bad to shadows and that filter on distant clutter. The dynamic performance tuner solves the problems in shadows. Oh, nice. Reducing textures on a system with DDR3 and 3.4 GPU has at least 3 gigabytes. Absolutely senseless as you gain at best 10 FPS. Yeah, usually anywhere that has a lot of clutter,
What? I smell your fear, human!
That's rude. Hey, Paladin, you want to help me out here? I'm trying to— No! Fuck! God damn it! I was trying to I was trying to use a stim pack, but I couldn't bring up the wheel. I was trying to bring up the wheel to use a stim pack, but I either selected him.
Ha ha! There you are!
Stop! Human is friend.
It worked.
No! Exterminate the mutant! No mercy!
Yeah, I was trying to do this. But yeah, usually, yeah, Boston, anywhere with a lot of clutter, Because in Far Harbor, on the submarine, with the Children of Adam, there was a section that was particularly bad. And I'm pretty certain it was because of the skeletons. There was like a ton of skeletons down in the bunk. And so because... Now it wants me to go back inside. Weird. But yeah, there was a load of skeletons and I was pretty darn certain. Usually if there's a lot of just flotsam and junk everywhere, my frame rate dips tremendously. It is really dark in here. Most of these super mutants are dead because we killed them the first time we were in here.
So boring. Wish a buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off.
He's talking about you.
Getting hungry.
Hey, Nup. How's it going? That's a change of texture format from ATI's 4cc to Intel's 4cc, so performance textures only thing if you apply compression and reduce the amount of data. The texture size is actually fixed when the GPU loads them. Oh, nice. Alright, Dark Omen. Have a good one. Catch everyone next week. Alright. Yep, so we're doing Fallout VR. So yeah, my computer in general though is under spec'd. So like my CPU is actually under, my GPU is fine. Even though my GPU is slightly under, I think, for Fallout. But my CPU is really low. But, I mean, I've run so many VR applications. It's been fine. The only thing that ever gave me any real trouble was when I tried to stream from the PC I was doing VR from. Turned out that was a bad idea. But we eventually changed the setup, so now... So now I stream from another PC while I do this. How do I get in here? Is that the door? It is the door. Hello? A lot of you guys are dead already. There is another one here somewhere.
Alright, even for me, that's pretty disgusting.
You ain't seen nothing yet, buddy. Yeah, all these guys are looted. The Mentats. Door's up there. I hear a turret. Oh, no, wait, I have to go into the back room to go upstairs, right? No. Go over here.
I smell your fear, human!
Nope. I pissed myself. That's what that is.
Mission accomplished.
No, that's what you weren't talking about? Okay. I mean nothing. All the lootable chests respawned, but like a lot of the corpses didn't disappear. What's my GPU? It's a 970. At least you don't get motion sickness with low frames. Only if it's super low. Only if it's like, if it does get like super frame ratey. Basically, what will give me motion sickness is if everything freezes in front of me and I move my head, and everything moves with my head instead of like, you know, by standard. But yeah, I've got a 970. I was supposed to get like a 1070 several months ago, but the shop that had a sale on them sold out because, of course, Bitcoin mining. And then they never got that card in stock again. So, but yeah, 970 is actually under spec for this thing. Hello? I see nuclear, well, plasma cartridge. I don't think we cleared the super mutants that were up on the roof. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe I can pacify them if there are any up here. Oh, we did clear them. Don't do that. Marty. His body's up here now. Right. Is that it? No way.
Bingo.
Wait, did that say food for grasshopper? Read food for the grasshopper. Oh, there's a note to it. Food for the grasshopper. Can't fucking read it. Let's see. To my brethren and fellow grasshoppers. Fall in ye year something. Now 43, early in the ye morning by a great earthquake. Oh my god, this thing is impossible to read. Limbs, Old Master Son, Thomas, June 28th. On the banks. Oh, forget it. Find his grave. Okay. Right, so we're not far from the tap house. Let's go see if we can pick up Blackjack again. I'm not far from Pikmin's gallery either. Bookstore. Where's the tap house at? Shamrock's tap house. This Blackjack keeps disappearing from my settlement, ending up back here, weirdly enough. Press it runs so well on a 970, gives you hope if you ever get a headset. Yeah, that's one thing. It's impossible to read these messages. I think there's a mod that makes them slightly clearer, and I need to look into installing that one. But the handwritten notes are so impossible to read on this.
Hell yeah!
Oh, shit.
Think you can...
No prisoner!
Me.
Visual on the target.
You take care of him, Dance.
Send them back to hell.
gonna guess the raiders have respawned in here. Yeah, I mean, a 970 is not too bad. I run most VR applications with a 970. Yeah, there's someone here. We just want the blackjack plushie. I think I'll keep it in my storage for a few days, and then that
This looks like a good place to rest.
and then that should hopefully make it so it doesn't disappear.
Gotta be an end of this someday.
Yeah, there she is, back here again. This is like, what, my third time coming back for her? Alright, let's just get out of here. I only came for that. I'll put her in storage. That's what I'll do. Put her in storage for a little while back at home, and then hopefully she'll stay in storage, and then maybe she'll actually not keep respawning back here. Okay, is everything clear that I can get up here? Yeah. So for VR, they turned VATS into bullet time. Love this mod, so you welcome this change. We should get Fallout 4 VR. I do recommend it. Like I say, it will be a little bit blurry. Don't expect like the complete clarity that you would get on the pancake version. You know, but I mean, you honestly get used to it. It shocks you a little bit at first, and it's nowhere near as bad as it was.
Who's there? Payback time, boogeyman.
And it's nowhere near as bad it was on the first day. I can't. There we go. And VATS used to be horrible. VATS was a flickery mess. Like, you would try to aim at a body part, and it would just flicker. Like it's kind of now. There we go. Good. Look, this was a terrible place to. Yeah, he's got it. Oh, we've got a what? Yeah, their weak spot is all over the place. It's all of them. Their whole body. Oh, hi. Didn't work out well for you, did it? So yeah, VATS is like a bullet time. So if I go into VATS, now I can't standard move, but if I want, I can spend some AP and like move around like this. And then like everything will stay moving slow. See, everything hasn't stopped, but you know. Go out of bullet time here. Careful, don't explode the cars, Jesus.
Where'd they go? Found them.
Where? Can't see him well enough. It's too dark. Chance of hitting him's too low with this gun.
I lost them.
Don't worry. I found him. Plus, it's really fun. If you shoot them and then pull out of VATS right after, their physics goes nuts. It's great.
You never know what you'll find.
Alright, we're close to where we need to be. First VR system was eyeglasses, so you wouldn't remember those. I don't think I remember those. So you deal with an unsharp picture. But you're not so sure if you'll be able to get used to the gamepad-like controls. You're Just not good with gamepad in FPS games. Too slow and inaccurate for your tastes. Well, I don't like for FPSs, I prefer mouse and keyboard. But of course, you know, in VR, I'm just using the ones. I know a lot of people, when this first came out, people were saying, oh, the aim sucks on it. And it's like, it turns out the aim doesn't suck. It's just, there is a slight bit of RNG, of course, because if I fire from here, there is going to be a bit of RNG versus if I iron sight. But also, you actually have to aim in this, unlike standard FPSs. You actually have to physically aim yourself. And it took me a little while to get used to it. To get used to the aiming, but now I can take a shot, no problem. I mean, the only thing, you know, I move using the trackpad. And that's not too hard. And then grip, I can crouch. Of course, you can physically crouch, I just can't. I got bad knees, so I've got the comfort crouch on. Is that a grenade? And then I've got a mod that actually turns my Pip-Boy light into a flashlight, because I liked that better. So, and when this first came out, scopes didn't work.
You hear that?
So you couldn't scope anything. They eventually fixed it. What, back in January, I think? Which, if you're a sniper like me, you want to be able to use scopes. They have done a whole lot of work on this game, though, to get it. Launch day. I got this game on launch day. Boy, was it a mess. Now, it's pretty good. Tell you what, though, getting to see a ghoul up close your first time, or a super mutant, ooh, especially if you see a behemoth. Jesus Christ. True, it's only D-pad move for movement, so you might be able to deal with it. So far, you stick with driving and flying games for VR. Allows you to sit down. You would have been pissed if you had bought it and scopes didn't work. Love your sniper Gauss rifle way too much. Yeah, see, I'm a sniper class. I like sniping, and yeah, when it first came out, scopes, you couldn't see through them, and they just didn't work. And then a lot of people weren't actually happy that this was how scopes worked. They didn't like how but it was like, honestly, this is pretty good. I like how the scopes work. It's a solution to a problem that it's truly the best solution they could have had, because an actual scope would be a redraw, and a redraw is very process heavy. And so yeah, it took them about a month or two before scopes became a thing. So it was very hard for me. It was very hard for me not being good at shooting at the start, and not being able to scope anything. It was like, oh, this is killing me. Now you can see I can shoot pretty damn well. It was also bad too, because in the beginning you couldn't see, because of the blur issue, you couldn't see down the iron sights very well either. The iron sight would just blur out entirely.
Anything useful?
But I'm curious to play Skyrim VR now that it's out for PC. And they most likely fixed a lot of the issues that were with the original, with Fallout. Completed. Gold bar.
There we go.
Curie would like this. Curie loves swords. Copper. What else we got? Fear not. Here we go. Fear not. Though devil's iron makes this blade, only he who wields can make it wicked. Nice. There's a lot. Oh, we're gonna put this in with Avery's skull. We'll put that in with Avery's skull back in my base. What's that? The scopes were pretty hilarious when they first came out. Watching Moon try to use them was fun. Sacrifice have to be made so that the implementation is actually more than just decent. Yeah, I mean, it's still, the iron sight is still a little bit blurry, but I can see it far better than I ever could. Yeah, oh man. To go into the discussions page on Steam about this game, oh my god. And then when the scopes came out, people were like, well, why can't they do it like this VR sniper game? They did it, and it's like, their engine was built to do it. This is still using the standard Fallout engine. That requires a redraw, so good lord. The discussion panels, the discussions were terrible. So many people angry that this game just was not perfect. And I tell you, for a game that's not made for VR, that they managed to port to VR was pretty good. I mean, I applaud them. I applaud Bethesda. They did the best with what they had for an engine that just wasn't built for it. Alright, there was a quest to go to Pikmin's Gallery, wasn't there? And we're right here. Pretty sure. Still need to get Bobby off the cams. We've got enough, we've got enough charisma now, we could do it. Not fucking it up. Pretty sure we had one from, yeah, here we go. This is Pikmin Gallery. We're like right smack here, so let's do it. How do I get in? I mean, yeah, things I'm looking at are a bit blurry right now, but I'm so used to it by now, it's not terrible. North Church. Wanna go to church? I must have missed it. It must be over here. I mean, yeah, I like the trees in the distance, the buildings out there are a bit blurry, but you honestly get used to it. It's on the other side, isn't it? I'm being stupid. And plus I'm using the control bit that lets me turn so I can stay looking at you guys. But we go through here.
Someone there?
Nope. Way up here, but us chickens. For some reason, Curie really likes melee, never understood why. Oh man, I gave her a hammer. She adores that fucking hammer, and she looks great with it. Is there an E and B that does work with VR? Its sharpening filter might help a few blurry stuff. One thing you miss is a visible body in Skyrim VR and Fallout VR. Have hovering weapons and so on, can deal with it, would rather not have to. I know a lot of people were problems because they didn't like the hovering weapons. They wanted to see a hand. You actually do have a hand. If you, let's see, if you like select fist, so not just holstering, but actually having you actually have a fist. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people complained about the, yeah, I can't see hands. Didn't bother me. As for an ENB, I've seen people say some ENBs work. But the problem with a lot of ENBs is that they are extremely resource heavy. So some people haven't been able to get, like, they'll get ENBs to work, and for some people that have low-end machines, it kills it. So I didn't even try to use an ENB.
Hey, damn, lost him. What the hell was that?
Missed? I missed you twice?
Hostile vaporized.
Two more coming around the corner.
For honor, for glory. Cease fire.
Come on, girl.
I heard you. Found you. Tango down.
Good work. We still got two more out there. Careful, that truck's...
I'm not gonna make this easy for you.
Pistol at this range.
Weapons cold.
One more.
You're dead. Hear me?
Where is he?
Shit! Lost him.
Get out of the way. I am using a environment mod though that, you know, adds greenery. You probably noticed that, obviously, but there you are.
When you turn up.
Can't do that in standard Fallout. Reach around a window and take a shot. It's little things like that that enhance the VR version that make
You never know what you'll find.
make it so much more fun because you can do stuff like that. That truck went off. Let's see, it's not really a complaint for me, but something you would really like to see. ENB works post-process, so if you're only it's enabled the memory extender functions for one or two effects like sharpening, then it shouldn't have any noticeable impact. Doing color correction is of course heavy impact. Of course, general sharpening filters, no fancy edge detection stuff. Works in multipass. Yeah. I don't know. The thing of it is, I haven't really looked in a while. I was really big on checking back in the early days. You know, seeing if there were performance mods, seeing, you know, mods that would fix the DLC, all that kind of stuff. And after a while, I just kind of stopped looking. I should probably check them out again. I'd look for mods once in a while, just not very often, because, you know, with VR, you know, and the other thing is, I don't know if you know this, the Nexus Mod Manager isn't directly supported, but you can do a tweak to make it work for the VR, so you can still use Nexus Mod Manager. You just have to, like, rearrange some files. There's a couple tricks to get the mods working, but it's not hard at all. There's plenty of YouTube videos on it. So if you do decide to pick up the game and you want to mod it, just be aware. And I don't think Nexus even has any intention of making it work natively for VR Fallout, but like I say, it's making an edit to a file. It's not hard.